Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams are sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. A.J. Burnett gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start, and we'll see if that starts in this one today.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. One-two is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. We'll be in the 80s later this afternoon, but for now, 79 degrees at first pitch. Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground toward the left. Fielded cleanly. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Batting second. The second baseman.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the middle infielder Gene Segura. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Man, not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
Settling in now, Bryce Harper. Bouncer to the left side, reined in. Over to VR. Relayed to Aguilar, the double play, and that retires the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Robin Roberts is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
Ready now, Juan Pierre. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Nope.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Curveball misses here, so a good hitter's count now to 3-1.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
The 3-1 pitch. To short. Scooped up. And there's one down now.
Batting second, the shortstop, Hanley Ramirez.
Into the box now, Hanley Ramirez. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit hard up the middle. Segura fields it cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third, the right fielder, Gary Sheffield.
Stepping in, Gary Sheffield, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here it comes on 1-1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Two out, nobody on. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Still no score. All set for the start of the inning, and in steps all-time Philly great Mike Schmidt. High in the air out to center field. Pierre is camped under this one, and he puts it away for the first out.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Andrew McCutcheon.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Andrew McCutcheon. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. What happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Jimmy Rollins. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. No score here as we play inning number 2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Now another 2-2. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Phillies down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and the free swinging Cliff Floyd will stand in. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there, and even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
The 2-2 to right field and deep. Look at this thing go. It bangs against the giant cement pole and gone. A solo home run for Cliff Floyd. First home run of the campaign for him as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
Well, after a long winter and a grueling spring, everyone is anxious to get the season started, but to start it off with a home run, there's no better way to get your campaign underway. He was rounding the bases thinking, hey, this is going to be a good year.
At the plate now, Brian Anderson. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen shortly.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Villar.
3-2.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Struck him out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
In now, Jesus Aguilar. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Anderson, base runner at first with 1 out. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
So now to the plate, Jorge Alfaro, grounded to the right. And that is into right field, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down in the count and drive base hits the other way.
Into the box, A.J. Burnett. Fouled off. One and two. Here it is.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
The 2-2. Sinker. 3-2 now. Juan Pierre would be next. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he fouls this one off. He's set. The 3-2. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Standing in now, Juan Pierre. Fastball called strike. 1-2. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Marlins lead this one 2-0. Standing in, JT Realmuto, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
Line drive to center field. Oh, and this kicks right off of him.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
At the plate now, Rhys Hoskins. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. A runner at first with no outs here. 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than the hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
The 3-1. Hot shot to 3rd. He's got it. The throw pulls him off the bag. Throw won't get him. Davy Grion will come on now to replace him as he's into pinch run following the injury. The pitcher, Robin Roberts, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. None out, runners at first and second. And now a 2-strike bunt attempt here as this one's down. One there, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Digging in, Richie Ashburn. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time. He beats it out to keep the inning alive, and the run is in to score. And he's safe. So stepping in, Gene Segura, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The set and the 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Sheffield is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 2 and the Phillies 1. Davy Grion will remain in the game in the 8th spot and take over at catcher.
Now catching, number 73, Davy Grion.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Hanley Ramirez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him, and it gives the Marlins a 3-1 lead.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
Into the box now, Gary Sheffield. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to start locating a lot better.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
In now, Cliff Floyd. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Stepping in now, Brian Anderson. And he misses again, ball 3.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and the switch hitter Jonathan Villar will be the next to bat. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan Villar. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep, and that's a home run into the top tank. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him as they stretch the lead to 5-1. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
D-Row, some days the fellows walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
Into the box, Jesus Aguilar. Fouled away. Hard sinker misses, 2-2. And He struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On now to the top of inning number 4. Miami's out in front, 5-1. Digging in, Bryce Harper as we begin the top of the 4th.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Bryce Harper goes down to become the first out here in the 4th. Standing in now, Mike Schmidt. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And it's fouled away. The 2-2. Sliced hard on the ground. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and Burnett's looking at a 1-2-3 inning here.
Now batting, the center fielder, Andrew McCutcheon.
Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Andrew McCutcheon looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his 1st at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Marlins on top, 5-1. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the opposing starter work very hard. His pitch count is high, so it seems they'll be getting into the bullpen sooner rather than later.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Coming to the plate now, Jorge Alfaro. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Now the 2-1 pitch. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone! A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's now a 6-1 ball game. So now to the plate, A.J. Burnett. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Juan Pierre will be next. The 3-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Man, I feel for him, but you've got to call a spade, right? He's really struggling. The sample size is 3+ innings, and in that time, he's given up 8 hits, so it might be time to cut your losses and make a change out there.
At the plate, Juan Pierre. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And that's taken for a called strike 2.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer.
In the dirt here, and a heads-up play to get back to first as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
And the payoff pitch struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
To the plate now, Gary Sheffield. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats, foul. Fouled off. Six runs, 8 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Here's the Philadelphia manager on his way out to the mound now, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Probably wishes he could have gone a little longer, but the move's already been made, and he's off to the showers. Robert Stock answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Stepping in now, Cliff Floyd. Ground ball left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Another good inning here for the Marlins. Who says fans don't love their baseball in Miami? More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point, and he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
That's ball 2.
Pitch is swung on and hit toward VR at second. Reined in. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Davey Grullon.
Digging in now, Davey Grullon. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Alfaro is after it, but it's not in time, and he'll reach first despite going down on strikes. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Runners on first with one down. And that misses 2-2. From the stretch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Shane Victorino will look for some 2-out magic here, as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. 2 balls and a strike. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. Down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball, as that keeps things at 2-2. 2 out with the man at first. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
At the plate now, Richie Ashburn. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. Phillies leave a couple. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Sir Anthony Dominguez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and set to go as the third baseman, Brian Anderson. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. Not the opening day he wanted to have, unfortunately.
Well, you could see right from the get-go that he didn't bring his A game. Had a very difficult time getting through the lineup, and as a matter of fact, wasn't able to even get out of the 4th inning. So the bullpen's going to have to do a really big job of finishing out the rest of this game.
Now the 1-1 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Ashburn is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Up next from Miami, Jesus Aguilar. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at bat. The 1-1 home. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And that's through for a hit.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
In now, Jorge Alfaro. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. One left for Miami, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and set to go is the second baseman, Gene Segura.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Another payoff pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Stepping up to the plate, Bryce Harper, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Nobody out, runner on first. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Into the box now, Mike Schmidt. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The batter, the center fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Now in the box, Andrew McCutchen. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And it's 1-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Aguilar is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. The Marlins lead this one 8-1. Ready now for the Marlins, A.J. Burnett. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. Popped him up. Grion waits on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Juan Pierre.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Juan Pierre. 1 out, nobody on. to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Ready for another shot now. Hanley Ramirez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
The 1-2. Fouled away.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
2 out, nobody on. Hit to short. He's got it. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Off of one leg in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we'll have it for you next on MLB Network. Digging in once again, Jimmy Rollins 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their third hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Standing in now, Davy Grion. This is line to left. Floyd is there, and he has it for the out. And he is in there.
Now batting, the first baseman, Reese Hoskins.
Stepping into the box, Reese Hoskins. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now an 8-2 game.
Hey, good job of hitting right there, D. We're a runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that, hits a grounder right up the middle that drives in a run.
Yeah, it took it right back at where it came from. All you're trying to do is avoid the corners, hit something hard up the middle, whether it be on the ground or in the air. You're going to drive the run in.
Didi Gregorius.
And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Richie Ashburn. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. Hoskins rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate. As they cut the gap a bit, it's now an 8-3 ball game.
Sometimes you just got to tip your hat to the offense right there. Nice piece of hitting. Executed his pitch away again, but the hitter was able to stay on time.
At the plate, Gene Segura. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Burnett checks. Now the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now. 3-2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And here's the 3-2 from him. Hit to first. There's one. Relay to Aguilar, the double play, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Miami's out in front, 8-3. Victor Arano gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 64, Victor Arano.
Striding in, Gary Sheffield. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Yeah, Matt, and that last at bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing. Well, this guy makes a living on hitting fastballs. Fall behind in the count, and you'll make you pay.
Yeah, Dan, you drive to the ballpark every night praying to get in 1-3-1 count so your eyes can light up and you can guaranteed fastball let it eat.
To the plate now, Cliff Floyd. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Brian Anderson.
Now to the plate, Brian Anderson. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Bouncer up the middle. Scooped up. Segura for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Marlins down quietly, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Yimi Garcia has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 93, Yimi Garcia.
Coming to the plate now, Bryce Harper, 0-for-3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-2. Is laid off and the count runs full. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher, and that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Into the box, Mike Schmidt. Grounded to third. Fielded cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Into the box, Andrew McCutchen. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. High and deep down the left field line. And no one will get this one. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Marlins lead it 8-3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in as the switch-hitting second baseman, Jonathan Villar. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
At the plate now, Jesus Aguilar. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Jesus Aguilar takes his 3rd strikeout of the day. Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro. And a pitch taken here. It's now 2-1 to the Miami backstop. On the ground to the right side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Corey Dickerson will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 23, Corey Dickerson.
Still 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Oh, he rips this one the other way, but caught down there at third. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. Sterling Sharp comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 56, Sterling Sharp.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Jimmy Rollins. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Striding into the box, Davy Grion. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Rhys Hoskins waits on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. Now the 3-2 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So now to the plate, Rhys Hoskins. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. The pitch.
Nope, outside.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
The 3-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Pierre moving for it. And he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
It's always nice to take the opener of a 4-game set when you're at home. That sets the stage for the rest of the series, and it gives you a good springboard the rest of the way.
8-3 is today's final. The Fish took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. A.J. Burnett earns his first win of the season. Robin Roberts was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 8 runs on 12 hits. 1 error. They left 5 men on base. For Philadelphia, 3 runs, 5 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 22 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.